It's not so bad. Once in Alabama, a few winters ago, I agreed for an old friend who begged me. I'd done some major readings in places, but somebody convinced me I should give a poetry reading at the Methodist Church of a town with a population of 120. And it was held at the exact same time as the Super Bowl. But I promise you, every able-bodied man, not to mention all the women in town, came to the poetry reading. I need to write a poem about that. At any rate, I'll start off. Thank you all for coming. I am a Phillies fan, by the way. Confession. Is that a Phillies fan back there? All right. Phillies fan? You from Philly? Sort of? Okay. At least we'll have a real World Series, won't we? Two real teams from real cities. You all know that LA doesn't exist. I'll start off with a couple of poems. I had a few requests. As a singer, we used to say we've had a lot of requests, but we'll sing anyway. But somebody asked to hear this poem. I'll read a few from one of the two new books this year. This one is called Hurricane Hymn and Other Poems. And some of you know who Rosa Parks was. If you don't, you'll know who she was after this poem. It's called Song for Rosa Parks. On her last bus ride, Detroit, 25th October, 2005. In 2005, I was too poor. In 1955, I was too poor to ride a bus. And when I had a nickel for school bus fare, I saved it, walked 4 miles to junior high. I knew even then I'd give you my seat, Rosa, if I had one. I'd give you the bus if I could. A poor white kid living in a northern slum, I watched the world, and I wasn't so dumb. I didn't see what you did and how it changed things. And I remember how it made me sing, and how it made me feel about walking. Our school had bad troubles, race rumbles, but still we played ball, made music together. When I went to the homes of my black friends, it didn't matter that their houses were nicer. They wore better clothes, their parents had cars, TVs, and telephones we did not have. They never made me feel ashamed of being poor, like kids at summer camp did. My best friend in 55 was Vincent Cream. His father was Jersey Joe Walcott, heavyweight champion of the world. You'd change your name too, wouldn't you? Vince lived on the good side of town, across the tracks. At his house he had a TV, and we watched Rosa Parks. Pictures from far away in Montgomery, the beginning of a new song on TV. And I'll never forget the words of Jersey Joe Walcott. Looking at the screen, the champ said, "A lady's got guts." Repeat after me, the champ said twice, "She's got guts." I don't remember much else from way back then. I moved south, lived hard and fast. It all passed sooner than a song. I lived in Alabama. I liked almost everybody there, white and black, even those who warned me not to sing certain songs. I sang in places from Anniston to Dothan. I sang Hank in Montgomery. I sang gospel. I sang freedom songs. For a spell, I was traveling salesman, making signs and selling felt tip pens and magic ink to country stores and supermarkets, Piggly Wigglies and jitney jungles and nameless country crossroads shacks. And all those people were kind and good to me. Then I worked in the woods outside Wedowee. Some locals thought I was a little crazy. A kid from nowhere, building a log cabin, the old way. No nails, skinning pine logs, notching everything into place, and talking about writing the great American novel while his wife worked long hours at the city cafe. All song, all the best poetry is testimony, witness. So this is just to say, Rosa Parks, at least one poor white kid in a northern slum was moved and changed by what you'd done and how you did it. Like the headlines said, quiet courage and dignity trump anger, outlast rage. You moved north, I moved south, and Alabama moved with us. When I left for New Orleans, then Hawaii, Nashville, Paris, China, New York, Alabama went with me. You did too. I remember just before I left how the deputy sheriff, that my friend from up north called a thin-lipped redneck racist, told me Alabama would be a better place if we had more Rosa Parkses. Yes, sir, it's people like her would make this a great state. Someday coming. And don't quit singing them songs you was born to sing, kid. I knew then Alabama would be all right. I knew things would be worse in Camden and Detroit. That was 1962. The long walk of memory always yearns toward a boycott of the past. I had almost forgotten, the way I forgot what I wrote and left behind in the log cabin I never saw again. Later, I heard some locals saw my handwritten poems on a mantel over the fireplace in a rundown house up the red dirt road from my cabin. Old Jim's place, they said. That Keller feller worked at the sawmill. His wife was sitting there stitching that quilt in that rocking chair, saying them poems. Or maybe I only dreamed that, Miss Rosa. Like some old song we sang on a bus ride. Like some old freedom dream you gave a kid.